All right, welcome back to the game of the week. And the reason I picked this as the game of the week is just how good the Gujaras can be. I think everyone kind of knows that the Gujaras can be really good. But on top of that, it's how you kind of want to get out of the 800s and 900s. Right now, currently, I'm around the 890 point, and the guy I'm playing is like 880 something. So at this point, we're both trying to get up to 900, and I feel like the way I play this one is how you should play to get out of 800 up to 900. So I'm blue, and I'm the Gujaras. We're playing the Burgundians in red, and his name is Admin. And basically what we're going to try to do in this one is, as we're taking the boar, is knowing the Gujaras and knowing how to play them. You have a berry bush. You have two berry bushes at the beginning, and then you can put your livestock, your eatables, whatever you want to call them, you can put them into your mill, and you can get a bunch of extra food and resources. So it is important with the Gujaras to start out, instead of pushing deer and stuff at the beginning, you really want to find your herdables and you want to get them inside your mill ASAP. That's why I made them mill first before I ever made a lumber camp, and that's because you want that mill up and you want the herdables inside to be working for you. The more herdables you have inside, the more food you get, as they work for, like, I think it's a villager and a half is what you get with just your starting herdables. So it's like having an extra villager and a half working for you throughout the game, which at the end it doesn't really matter, but at the beginning it is very important. Now, on his side, the Burgundians, they have really, really good eco. He's going for the standard approach with the lumber camp, also eating a boar here. He looks like he's going a ton on food and not a bunch on wood, which is kind of surprising. It's going to kind of slow down him for a little bit. Like, if he's wanting to go fast feudal here, this would work, but it's going to slow him down when he's trying to go for castle. He's not going to have the eco as far as the wood goes. It looks like, yeah, he's bringing in the next boar. No, what is he doing? Yeah, bringing in the next boar. So he's kind of putting himself behind. If he's doing feudal pressure, this would be good. If you're going to go with the barracks here, I would probably put the barracks up as soon as you have it as far as wood goes. Yeah, honestly, like, I just don't really like the one person on wood, because you're not going to be able to make farms. Like, you're going to have a lot of food, but you're not going to have a lot of wood to be able to build the buildings to even use your food. So if you're thinking, well, I'm going to eat all this food, I'm going to go fast feudal, and I'm going to push with men-at-arms, that's fine. But first of all, you're going to need a little bit gold. But second of all, you're going to need to be able to build that, and you're going to need more wood than what you have here. So if you're wanting to do fast feudal, you really need to be doing it as you're going up the feudal. He has a lot of villagers. So this is what I don't understand from him, is he's making a ton of villagers, which is fine. You can make a ton of villagers. But if you're trying to go fast feudal here, you want to go up on like 18 pop, 17 pop. And okay, maybe he's sending this guy out to build a barracks. He's going to try to build a mill, but he doesn't have enough. There he goes. Okay, so he is going for the mill. So now he still doesn't have enough wood to even put up a barracks. I mean, I guess he could. Yeah, I see. He's not going to go up at a fast pop. He has scouted me out, so he knows where I'm at. As a Gujaras, you have the camel. And so right here, I'm pushing deer in, try to get that extra food, while my guys work on straggler trees, because I didn't have the lumber camp up yet. They're still working on stragglers. That's just because I haven't switched them over to the lumber camp. But because we had to go mill early with all of our herdables in it, we did not have the wood to be able to build a lumber camp. So we kind of switched people to wood with using straggler trees. Gujaras is kind of the only like civ that you really use straggler trees early on, because you need to be able to put that mill up, and you just don't have the wood to do both the mill and a lumber camp that early. So it's something that you kind of just do, and it ends up working out pretty good for you. As I'm still pushing the hunt in, we got my barracks up because I'm wanting to go man-at-arms here. So if something I've learned about getting out of 800, I've been up to 900 a few times now. 900's a little different. But the biggest thing I've learned about getting out of 800 is attacking and causing chaos. And what I mean by causing chaos, it comes with attacking. You want to surprise your opponent. You want to be on the upper hand. You want to attack even if your economy is not as good. So his economy right here is really good. Like, he's got a bunch of he's got good economy. He's starting to throw people in the wood line now, but now that he's done that, he doesn't really have many on food, because all he has is his own berries now, because all of his guys were eating all the farm. Now they're all on wood, which means that now he doesn't have the wood to create farms. So he needs to be creating farms with these villagers right now instead of chopping stragglers. He's got enough wood to create a couple farms. He needs to be doing that, so that way he's going to have the food income. So he decided to go up to feudal. So not a fast feudal. I am super slow to feudal here. And the biggest reason is I was pushing in hunt, but I'm also going to try to go fast castle here. I'm going to try my best to get to castle age as fast as possible. And my whole thing in this was to make man-at-arms, disrupt him, kind of make him mad as I pushed in all but one hunt. Try to make him mad, try to make him freak out. Too many on berries here, to be honest with you. I think the reason why is because I'm waiting for the wood to kick in, so I can create farms. But what I'm wanting to do, I'm wanting to make man-at-arms. I should have already had the man-at-arms out by now, but it's not necessarily great. Like, I don't have the economy right now to make man-at-arms. I will soon, but by putting 3 people on gold, you're getting that extra 3 man-at-arms. You're also setting up for castle. You're going to have the amount of gold you need to go up to castle quick. And then the thing I want to do is create chaos, create scouts, create all the horse units I possibly can, and just flood his eco until he quits. And as you can see here, I am really kind of far behind because I do not have the eco right now, but I'm setting myself up eco-wise for the later game. So look at what I have already. I could basically go up to castle here. I just need the 2 buildings to be able to go up to castle. Still haven't sent over. Yeah, so I should have already sent over the man-at-arms by now. But I should be creating them very soon, because you can't create man-at-arms in the original, but you can do it in feudal. So now that I'm in feudal, man-at-arms should be coming out soon, and I'm going to send some man-at-arms over there and create some havoc in his eco. And what that's going to do is that's going to cause him to panic. It's going to cause him to get off his gameplay. He's thinking here, oh, I'm going to fast boom. I'm going to go up to castle. I'm going to, fortify myself in castle age. And we don't want that. We want him to be like, oh my God, I'm getting attacked over here. I'm getting attacked over here. My idle TC is up in 10 minutes. My idle eco is an hour or something like that. Like, that's what we want out of creating these armies. It looks like we are going scouts. Did I never send? Yeah, maybe I didn't. I don't know why I thought I sent men-at-arms over. Well, we are sending scout cavalry over, which is good. What we really needed to do in this place, and we don't have the wood to do it yet, is to create 2 stables. You really want 2 stables on a scout rush, and that's going to allow you to research bloodlines while making scouts. Bloodline takes a little longer to get in, and by doing that, you're you're loading up your scouts, so that way when bloodlines kicks in, you already have a scout or 2 out, and that way you can hit 10, 15, 20 seconds earlier, because it does really make a difference how fast you hit, and a couple seconds could make a huge difference. So we're getting our upgrades. We're doing good. We're about out of berry bush here, so we're trying to get that wood eco up so that we can drop some farms. Farms are looking good. We got 6 on gold, and that's going to help with the night flood and all of that stuff here in a second. It's also, again, going to help us get up to castle pretty quick. So now what we're doing is basically saving food for castle age. We're going to send these scouts over, try to disrupt them. These 3 scouts, and I believe the 4th one comes later, is we're going to use these 3 scouts. We're going to try to flood his eco. As you can see here, he has a wood line completely open. He's got berry bushes completely open. He's got gold completely open. He's got pikemen kind of guarding, but as you know, pikemen are slower, and so as you see, we attack this villager. Not sure where these 2 go in. Attacking villager. Okay, so he sends everyone inside. He's scared, so we're already idling his eco, which is exactly what we want. He has 2 scouts. We have 3, meaning we should be able to kill him here. And I do a bad job. This guy gets kind of stuck. So he takes 1, but we're going to end up taking these last 2 because we, again, have 3 scouts. So we're going to kind of focus on 1 scout and then focus on the other. And then we end up killing all 3 and a villager, and we only lose 1 scout during all of that battle. So now we're at 3 scouts again. He's going to send his pikemen over. Here they come. Coming over. He walled up his wood, which is smart because he knows I'm trying to hit something. He's got these 3 pikemen here, but as you know, cavalry is a lot faster than pikemen, so I can just run around. And basically what I do, again, cause havoc. His idle eco, when I started attacking, I think it was around maybe 4 minutes. It's already 30 minutes. So by just doing that, I slowed his eco down by 30 minutes, whereas my eco's still at 3 minutes. So I have 30 minutes of eco, even though I have I still have more eco on it, but I have 30 minutes basically of doing stuff more than he is. So while he's standing there, I'm bringing in resources, which is going to put me up even higher and higher. And now we are doing the blacksmith, and then we will be going up to castle because we want to drop a castle in his face. There we go. We're going to castle. He's still in feudal. He's still stuck in feudal. Doesn't have the resources, doesn't have the wood to be able to build the buildings. He decides to spin his stone on a watchtower, which is pretty smart. He's covering the stone here. He's covering his wood villagers, but by him doing that, he's not on gold. He can't take gold right now. If anything, you want to kind of drop that like right here. If he would have dropped it right here and put his pikeman here, he could have been taking this gold the whole time. However, he's not. I go back here. I find he has a watchtower. He's got all these little pleb spearmen running around. He's got 6 of them. He's not doing anything with his scout, so he's not doing anything. And we're going up to castle. Now we want to kind of shift our focus to stone, and there we go. Gonna get a couple of guys on stone. I don't know why I built a lumber camp there. Don't mind me. I ended up deleting it and making a mining camp because I was like, wait, what? So misclick on my part, kind of a waste of wood there. But we're going to send these guys home. We're going to mass up our army a little bit more. Once we hit castle, we're going to be using the good castle units from the Gujaras. And then we're going to be, as you can see, I'm just like wasting time here by doing stone. But I fix it here in a second. There it is. Everyone build this, drop off your stone, and we'll be good to go. So fix the stone thing, but here we are trying to get people out. 2 stables at this point. Probably should have gone 3 stables, but I wanted the extra food and farms rather than worrying about making another stable. We're kind of losing some people. We've moved people around off of the lumber camps, so we need to make more lumber camps. So we'll get that done here in a second. So on his side, still not even close to going up to castle. He finally got down one of his buildings, which was maybe the stable. Is the stable one of his buildings that he put down? Yeah. So he got the stable. So he has like no upgrades. He has no blacksmith to make upgrades. There we go. The blacksmith is going up now. So at this point, he's so far behind. He's like, I'm already in castle. I'm already gearing up for castle. You see the Shravamsha riders, and that's what I'm going to raid with. The Shravamsha riders are fast, and I believe they kind of dodge like the first shot. So like anytime a tower shoots, the first one like basically doesn't hit them. They don't take any damage, which is kind of silly. But you'll see later on how I kind of use the Shravamsha and their speed to help us out. But what I wanted to do at this point was I knew he had a bunch of guys over here kind of guarding this with the watchtower. He also has these pikemen here, but he cannot save 2 places. Now you see him going to stone. He's gonna win a castle. So what I decided to do was kind of heckle him on one side, attack from the other. We're gonna try to do our best to take out as much eco as you possibly can. Honestly thought he would be on this gold again because I knew he kind of needed gold. He has no money on gold right now. As I bring these guys over, it's 4 against 2. I got the heal advantage, so I mean this is a fight we can take. And while he's doing that, I'm killing his scout that I found along the way. And at this point, I'm like, oh, bunch of pike. Okay, let's run away. So I know this side is covered, and so I know this side is open. Now he does have pikes over here, but he only has 3. I have 5, including Shravamsha riders. I got a bunch of just continuously making And that's what I'm saying. You have to be the aggressor. If you're not the aggressor, you're gonna step back and you're gonna get dominated by someone who is attacking you. So by being aggressive here, by going up quickly, I have 13 people here ready to fight, and boom, I'm dropping the castle right in his face. I have enough stone. I'm sending all of my stone miners over there to do that. I'm sending extra guys to the stone. I'm finishing my wall up because I'm not getting attacked, so I don't have to worry about walls, whereas he's got all these houses and stuff because he has to make walls. And then we take out his 3 pikes. We still got 10 Shavamsha riders and 3 scouts. We will be sending more here in a second, but we're wanting that castle to go up, so we're going to try to make sure that this castle does go up. I have all my guys meeting here so that they can basically be helpful and to make sure that all these guys do not die. Sending 12, probably a pretty good number. 10 is what I would say as he goes to his second TC. He's trying to farm that. Trying to farm the stone, but what he's not doing is farming gold. What units is he going to make when he's not farming gold? All right, so now his lumber camps are kind of open. He's moving guys around. Now he's being attacked. Now he's freaking out. He sees this castle going up, so he's going to respond with his own castle. And honestly, he's had people on stone forever, and look how much stone he has after dropping a castle. Only 152. I've had no one on stone for the past 5 minutes. I still have more stone than him. So he's gonna try to counter with the pikemen, but the problem with that is he's not buying upgrades for them. He doesn't have upgrades for his pikemen. He's just now into castle age. Like, he just now got into castle age and dropped a defensive castle. He's gonna attempt to go for this gold because he needs gold now. If he knew. He's put a watchtower down, a waste of stone, in my opinion. But he's going to be putting down 2 gold mines, I guess, for efficiency. I don't know why he's doing that. But by doing this, you're constantly getting the ding, ding, dings. He never even took all of his berries, so that's missed food opportunity for him because I attacked his berries so early. Now he's finally on gold, so he is in castle age before he ever even gets back on gold. And I'm going to send these guys to build a few buildings and some extra stuff while I'm just massing army here. And the biggest thing here, and the reason I'm doing this is massing army. Normally I would send people around and kind of see what's going on, but I wanted to use the battle elephants. I wanted to use the battle elephants to take out his castle. And so while I'm waiting for them to build, I go ahead and drop a TC here on his gold. We're going to take some extra gold because our units take gold, even though I'm floating a ton of gold because we still got these guys back here on gold. We got the Shavasha riders being created. TC's working pretty good. I mean, we're a 3.5 idle TC, but that's also with, well, I guess we're about to go to 2 TCs. And so, yeah, I mean, and then I also make chakram throwers because they also counter the pikemen. So we're creating chakram throwers until we reach Imperial, when we can make trebs to treb this down. Also got the battle elephant ready to take down the castle as well. And he's just, again, now just getting on gold. Look how far behind he is on gold. He has more people working, but he has less gold because he's just now getting on gold because early on we took him off of gold and he just never got back onto it. So that's why you attack early. You attack early so that they, can't do anything. They struggle. They forget to put their guys back on gold. And now he has to use 16 people, which is inefficient here, as you see people just walking around doing nothing. Like this guy, he's finally in. But they're walking around doing nothing. We got my castle knocking down like 6 of his farms. I send the Shavamsha riders in for 2 things, and it's working. 1, to see what they're doing. And 2, to make them stop working. He's already in an hour idle eco. I'm running him through back and forth. You'll see here in a second. I'm literally just looping them around in his base because they're so fast. They're hard to attack. And by doing this, I basically stop him from working. I'm not even wanting to attack. I'm just literally stop him from working. I also thought, well, let's try to pull these pikemen away from the castle and away from the tower. If I could pull the pikemen away, I can then send in my other units to try to knock out his gold because he's not going to have as much there defending his gold. But see what I'm doing? I've already added another 30 minutes of idle eco for him while I'm chilling around 20 minutes at home, because guess what? I'm untouched. Nobody cares what I'm doing back here because it doesn't matter. As I go up to imp, I'm going to create trebs. I'm going to treb down his castle and basically be GG. So at this point, he looks like he's got enough gold. His problem is he sends all of his units to one thing and then tries to make up for the rest. You have to be able to do it all at once. This isn't enough gold, because what are you going to make that's going to counter 20 Shirvanshram riders while having something that counters pikes? Got 4 battle elephants ready. Basically just ready to go up to imp, get a treb, and then we'll take care of business. And so again, I'm just attacking stuff. I'm trying to annoy him, trying to keep that constant like ding ding in his ear, because look at how inefficient this is. He sent them to do farms, which is fine, but like by doing that, he didn't make enough farms, which means he has 21 idle eco guys doing absolutely nothing as he sends a pike over to kill. See, like that annoys him. He sends a pike over, kills it, and guess what? It's fine. We have 22 left. I'm gonna do the same thing with a scout. I'm gonna send the scout in here and just see and try to idle his eco again. He likes to ring that bell, and so if I can get him to ring the bell extra times, I am fine with that. As I run him through the eco, kind of just annoying him. He hears the red ding ding dings and he doesn't know what to do. So I got Coustiers. If I remember right, it makes everything a little cheaper. And so as you see, I'm buying food, selling wood, trying to get my stuff where it needs to be, and I'm ready to attack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a trebuchet. We're gonna pop out trebuchets. We're gonna castle this down, and yes, don't trickle treb. Do not, I repeat, do not trickle treb unless you have defense. Now, I have the castle here. I know he has pikemen. I haven't seen anything else that he has, and so I could pop out this treb, start trebbing down this castle, because I have a castle to defend me. I have 22 Shirvanshram riders also to defend the trebuchet. This is the only time you are going to trickle treb. Mostly just because I have the upper hand, and if this was a closer battle, as you could see the scores, I'm 400 up. If this was a closer battle, I would wait until I have 3 trebs, and then I would start attacking the castle. But because I have all of this army, I have a castle protecting, it's going to be easy. Okay, so I sneaked over here. I put a couple of stables down, mostly because I wanted to be able to send units into his eco from the sides. So he's too busy taking care of this while I'm taking down his castle. These pikemen can't get close. They'll get killed by the castle. I'm also making the chakram throwers, because chakram throwers counter pikemen. So he's just now getting the imp. He's about to lose his castle. He has no one fixing it because he I guess doesn't want to lose his stone. I don't know if he's thinking he could drop another castle somewhere. Here come the battle elephants. Good luck knocking these guys out. And once we send in the battle elephants, we know the castle's about to go down. And here come the Shirvanshram riders, and this is basically going to be GG at this point. Just too much army for me, not enough for him, and I've got siege behind it to knock out. His TC is gone now. We're just going to kind of go around and knock out the rest of the TCs. Shirvanshram riders are just running everywhere. Battle elephants are taking out buildings. I mean, at this point, it's just there's nothing he can really do. Just too far ahead at this point, and it's all set up because we attacked earlier. We were the aggressors, even though there was points in here where I wasn't attacking for like 10-15 minutes. I wasn't attacking, but the fact that I attacked early set me up for the whole entire game and allowed me to push up to castle quicker because I had untouched eco back here. Like, look, he never even got back here once. The only time he was back here was with his scout at the very beginning. And so, yeah, there's nothing he could do. There's a lot of things I need to do better, and this could have been a bigger landslide, but the biggest thing was by attacking him early, killed a couple of his vills. He was off of food here because, remember, his eco was messed up because he didn't have enough people on wood early on, and so he was struggling to make those farms to get that food eco, so he had to really count on his bushes, and he just wasn't able to take them because I attacked early and killed his vills there. He never sent anybody back. Then I attacked his gold, and he sent all his gold people away, and he never sent them back, which means he has no gold for half the game to be able to make people. And it looks like his defense was literally going to be man-at-arms and pikemen, which, yeah, I mean, it works if you have a big abundance of them, but there was just no way he was ever going to make enough to be able to push us back. Also, just streaming elite Shavasha riders in, and so yeah, and here I was making more stable, so I was gonna even do it even more. I got people everywhere. I'm destroying his eco. I have way too many military for him to even deal with. They're all over the map. It's just it's a good idea, you know, and it's just the execution could have been better. I'll admit that, but if you won out of 800. This is like the perfect game to show you kind of what to do. You just want to attack early, have them on their back foot, and then you kind of want to just go through your build and make the units. Now, I know Gujars are really, really good, and it could have been, you know, a Civ win, but the Burgundians are also very good. And so I feel like I played this well, and I think that you can get out of 800 ELO if you just kind of follow the steps of attacking early. Like, you can even do it with archers, and be able to do it with archers and do the same exact thing. If you attack early, have them on their back foot, unless they know how to deal with it, which at 800 not a lot of people do. Even at 900 a lot of people don't know how to counter early attacks. If they don't know how to do that, it's going to be a landslide. You're going to be able to get up pretty quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Actually, hold on. I want to show you guys this. No, one second. I want to show you stats. So as we're going through here, as you can see, he had the advantage really through feudal. Once I clicked up the feudal, it was kind of gone from there. I mean, eco wise, he did okay until he didn't put anybody on wood early on. He had like one person on wood. I don't know if it'll show you. I won't show you. He had one person on wood for a good 3 or 4 minutes, which, again, you can't make farms if you don't have wood. And so then once his food was out, he struggled to have food, and it just kind of spiraled from there. Whereas I took the later feudal time, but the faster castle time, because I was building up to go fast castle. Then I dropped the castle in his face. He got a castle here and then dropped the castle to try to not let me destroy his eco, but at that point it was just too late for him. I think technology, I guess he got better in. Military wise, you see kind of what was going on, and yeah, just way too much way too much for him there. 52-19, pretty good. 11-1, 38 army high. I'm actually surprised he took more wood. I guess it makes more sense. He had somebody on wood there pretty quickly, but yeah. I mean, the gold was it. I mean, you could put up as many castles as you want, but they can't stop gold units. So that was good. No relics captured. Again, something I got to work on. Great ages for fast castle. I was up 4 minutes before him there, and then another 4 minutes on Imperial. But again, like, he shouldn't have been investing in Imperial. He should have been investing in army to try to stop me, because by the time he got to Imperial, the game was over. See that? How, like, you see me go Imperial, and you see that you're 4 minutes away from going Imperial. Don't go Imperial. You need to stop my army, because it doesn't do you any good unless what I'm attacking with in Imperial you have like the counter to, then go Imperial. But he wasn't making army. He was trying to go Imperial, which doesn't help you. You need to be making armies. Trying to see if there's a way. Maybe in here. I want to see if there's a way. Okay, here it is. So, eco kill death. I killed 21 of his eco. He didn't kill a single one of my eco. And that, I think, is like the big takeaway to take away from this, is the fact that I killed 21 of his eco guys. He didn't even touch my eco. He didn't kill a single one of my villagers, whereas I'm in there destroying his. He's got almost 2.25 hour of idle eco. I have 20 minutes. I have 1% of my eco idle. Idle TCs later on in the game, that these are okay numbers. That's not the problem there. But the problem was he lost 21 eco and just wasn't able to do anything really. Because he never made army. He didn't make enough army to push me back at the beginning. And then he didn't make enough army when I came knocking. He just didn't have enough. He was just too far behind at that point. That's going to be it for this game of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try to do this every week. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this, but I'm going to try to do a game of the week. I think what I want to do is do a Discord where you guys can throw in your games and I'll kind of watch them and I'll pick like a game of the week and then I'll cast it and see some pretty cool games. Currently right now, obviously nobody knows about this, so it's going to be hard for me to look at games and cast them. But so we're going to get a couple of my games and games that I felt like I did pretty well in as the game of the weeks. But yeah, if you have a game of the week that you feel like you want to cast and that's a really good game and you want to be on the channel, then definitely go to my Discord and drop your game ID in there, and I'll give it a watch and cast it if it's good. And then, yeah, you might see yourself in the game of the week. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other Age of Empires content. Till next time, Slacker out.